Hello, colleagues. I'm Joe Richardson, the Strategic Executive Leader of the St Thomas Catholic Academies Trust. And as I try to do most weeks, I failed on a couple of weeks, but most weeks, I share a message with you and a couple of reflections about maybe the way we are as a family of schools and about our values and the things that we're trying to achieve. And this has been an interesting week, hasn't it? So across our family of primary schools, of course, we've had the SAT exams. And I know great care has gone into making sure those experiences for our young people are the best they can possibly be, not just in the preparation, but also in making sure that the week itself has been managed with great care and great compassion for the children, and making sure that something that's important to the adults doesn't really cause any kind of issues for the children. It's also been a busy week in terms of Ofsted. So since I last was online with you guys, we've had 2 Ofsted inspections, one at St Joseph's Catholic High School, one at St Mary's Catholic Primary School, and I just want to give a big shout out to both of those communities, really, because the amount of work and the amount of dedication, again, not just in this week, but over time that has gone on in those communities is just remarkable. As you all know, no outcomes can be shared at times like this, but what we can do and what we must do in a time like this is say thank you, sincerely, thank you for all that you've done. And one of the things that came out of both of those inspections, really, and reflections around the work of other schools as well, is just that sense of what we're trying to achieve, and what came through loud and clear for people who visited our schools is that we are definitely really intentional about what we're trying to do. And it's not just that we are being driving towards a specific curriculum, etc. They really got the sense that we were trying to develop a rounded whole child, taking care of all elements that nurture their very being. And it made me think about, what does ambition with integrity look like? And I grew up close to Salisbury Cathedral, down in the West Country. It's the cathedral with the tallest spire in the country, and it's built in a really interesting place. So it's built very close to a river. It's right on a river floodplain, and it's surrounded by marshland. I mean, truthfully, it's the wrong place to build a cathedral. It was always at risk of being flooded. The foundations of the building were not secure. It's kind of built on a raft where it's located. But astonishingly, when you think about the weight and the sheer scale of that building, Lord alone knows how they came to build it. But it was created in such a way that it had to be built on trust in God. It had to be, because nobody putting that building in that place with that sheer scale and size could have believed it could have been done without trusting God at that time. They didn't have the level of architecture and surveys and things that we have today, but they built it, and they built the tallest spire in the country. Why? Because they were reaching up to God. They had striving to be close to God in all they do. Someone once said to me, when I was thinking small about something, he said to me quite provocatively, Joe, if everyone was like you, no cathedral would ever be built. Wow. That was a brutal thing to say, I think, really, but it did stop me in my tracks and make me think, how are we building cathedrals in the people around us? Because we can have beautiful buildings, but if they're not filled with beautiful people, with integrity and ambition and desire for the best things in life, for the best things for the people around them, then do you know what? We're falling short. And what I would say about those 2 inspections, and about what people have seen in all the schools that have been inspected and through our peer reviews, is that very much there is integrity and a building of cultures in our school that is every bit as impressive as that beautiful cathedral you see in front of you. So to all of you involved in that mission, involved in that work, thank you, and keep that moving. And on that basis as well, I would like to invite you to a couple of webinars. This is webinars for members of SLT across our schools and also for a local academy committee governors as well. Two times we'll host this. It's already been shared with directors. It's already been shared with head teachers and senior leaders across our academy trust. But I wanted to specifically provide times where I could share what we're trying to do over the course of the next few years as we grow to be a trust of 20 schools serving the diocesan vision. This is really that big thinking stuff. It's the cathedral stuff. And it's really important that we share that and people understand the direction of travel and how we're trying to unlock things over time. So please, come along. It'd be great to see you. And that's it. Have a lovely week ahead. Have a fantastic weekend. Have a good rest. And we'll rock up again on Monday and we'll do it all again. Take care. Remember, the glory of God is a human being fully alive. St. Thomas, pray for us.